Hi, I'm Daria Artem, Chief Confectionery Officer of LadyFortunes.com, and I'm here to show you how to make my version of a 3D fondant caricature. Now, a caricature is a fun take on a traditional or well-loved classic, and today we're going to go ahead and use fondant to make a 3D caricature of a fortune cookie. And this is a really great idea because it's really it's just so cute. You can decorate a cake with it. You can just make it, standalone favors, anything at all. It's just such a great idea, and the end result is something that will have people smiling. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of fondant. I have some pre-made fondant. If you want to go ahead and see how to make your own fondant from scratch, you can go to www.ladyfortunes.com. That's ladyfortunes with an S.com. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on some gloves. It's always a good idea to go ahead and put gloves on when you're working with fondant, especially when you're working with food coloring, because that way you're not going to get, extra messy. So now we've put our gloves on, and always use latex-free gloves. I'm not latex, I'm sorry. Always use powder-free gloves that are food grade. Food handling gloves are the best. Now, since we're making fortune cookies, I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of color just to give it that fortune cookie color, kind of like golden brown. And this is a color called copper. And we're just going to go ahead and knead this. It just gives it a little bit of color. Now you can make fortune cookies in any colors, shapes, and sizes, anything at all that you want. I'm going to use a fondant roller just to roll this out and help me incorporate the color. You can also save yourself the time of kneading and incorporating by, if you're creating the fondant from scratch, adding the color to the marshmallow mixture when you're doing that. Okay, so we knead that to get that color in consistently. And for this particular project, I'm making more of a wedding fortune cookie project. So I'm going to give it that marbleized look. I really like that marbleized color with that little cream and pinky. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of powdered sugar. I'll put that on the working surface here. And I would recommend using like a wooden board to work off of. Now we're just going to go ahead and roll the fondant out like so. Always have a scraper handy just in case you need it if something sticks. We're going to go ahead and prepare that. And we're just going to go ahead and continue rolling. Now, the thickness that you go on the fondant is up to you. I like going maybe about a 1/16 of an inch. You could go 1/8 of an inch too. It depends on what ultimately you want your decoration to look like. You can make it thicker or thinner. Okay, and as you can see, the fondant is very pliable. You can throw it like a pizza dough. Okay, so now that we've got this rolled out, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a little circle cookie cutter, and we'll go ahead and cut out a few circles. You can do some big circles too, depending on the size you want your fortune cookie caricatures to be. And this is such a great idea, and there's so much potential to do all kinds of different things with this. You can even come out with your own little fortunes inside or make little fondant fortunes. So we're going to take our little fondant circle, and we're going to go ahead and bend it over a little. We're going to go ahead and fold it in half, pinch it very lightly, and then we're going to fold it over like a little bowl or a cookie cutter or anything else. And there you have it. It's a little fondant fortune cookie. I'm going to go ahead and do that again. I'm going to go ahead and form that. Last fondant fortune cookie right here. We're going to go ahead and just bend it in half, bend it over, and bring in those sides. And who says a fortune cookie has to be made of a cookie? You can make a fortune cookie out of fondant. And that's how to make 3D fortune cookie fondant caricatures. for this and other ideas, go to www.ladyfortunes.com. That's ladyfortunes with an S.com.